Hi everybody, I'm Jared Pike. This is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, January 29th. On today's show, we visit the Occupational Therapy Suite, helping people to recover one step at a time. Lindy Smith will tell us why Nordic pole walking is a great way to increase your physical wellness. And we'll also stop by the Island Cafe to see why people love this all-in-one restaurant. But first, a reminder about this morning's class from Tim Stevenson of the Legacy Foundation. Now, if you think planning your estate is hard, imagine Tim's job, doing it for dozens of people at a time. You can learn from his experiences. Come to Estate Planning Stories from the Trenches this morning at 10 a.m. in the Grand Cypress Room. Then, tomorrow, we transform the Grand Cypress Room to a concert hall and hear from a musical instrument that doesn't often get the spotlight, the bassoon. We're pleased to welcome Shelley Monroe Huang, who has degrees from both the Eastman and Yale Schools of Music. As a part of chamber groups and orchestras, she plays the bassoon and its very large and deep cousin, the contrabassoon. Shelley enjoys performing contemporary works alongside the classics, so don't miss her performance tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the Grand Cypress Room. Now, your ticket also includes dessert and mingling with the artist afterward. So get your tickets at either service desk or call our box office at 454-2067. Now, coming up next week, we begin a new class in Nordic pole walking. This form of walking utilizes special poles that increase your balance and posture, giving you a much better workout when you're walking. Instructor Lindy Smith is teaching 2 Nordic pole walking classes beginning next week. Saturdays at 9:45 a.m. at the Island Health Club and Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. at the Woodlands Oak Room. Now, we asked Lindy why you should try Nordic pole walking.
I'm Mary Franklin here with Lindy Smith with an upcoming Health Connections program. It is one of our specialty fitness classes, and it pertains to pole walking. Lindy, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We always love your classes, and your evaluations always come back with such pleasant statements on them. And that inspired you to create this class. And because we realized it's just not about Nordic pole walking, is it?
No, it's not.
So you titled this program Shell Point Pole Walking Care Class. What's up with the care?
What I did was I took some of the comments that people made about the way that the class was well-rounded. It wasn't just pole walking. And I developed this CARE, which stands for confidence, attitude, reflexes, and endurance, around some of those comments, because a lot of the people reported more awareness of where they were in space, which led to more confidence, better reflexes, more strength, which led to better endurance, and their attitude about their bodies and themselves changed. So I decided, let's just call it what it is. It's being caring and careful about what we do.
And also getting your exercise in for the day. This is a progressive class. It takes place 4 times. And what if you look at your calendar and you realize, man, I can make 3 out of the 4. Can you still sign up?
I can see that happening because I know that the Shell Point residents are very, very active and involved. What I would say is, it's based on 4 different segments that build into a skill progression, but if you can make 3 out of the 4, you'll still get the benefits. Okay. I'd rather have somebody come 3 times and be with us and share the experience.
Okay. And Nordic walking in the summer, we typically do inside the church here at Shell Point because it's so hot. We're going into the pleasant weather, so we're heading back outside for these classes. What do people need to remember regarding attire if they sign up for the Nordic walking class?
Good question, Mary. Because when we walk outside, it's uneven surfaces, not like the church inside carpeted area. So I would suggest closed-toe shoes, meaning sneakers, tennis shoes, and stay away from the sandal-type shoe.
Right.
And also, hydration is important. I'll have water available, and we will be able to be outside the whole class, so sunscreen is probably important.
And a little bit of sunglasses or a hat would be good, because this is entirety in an hour. We start inside and head outside once everybody's fitted for their Nordic poles. What happens if for Christmas my husband got me a set of poles? Should I bring those along? Will you be providing them?
Here's the thing about that is that I know my product and I know what I use for demos, and I would prefer that people use the demos that I provide because I know how to adjust them and I know about them. When people come with product that is not Nordic walking specific, when it's hiking poles, for instance, with a different strap and locking mechanism, I don't feel comfortable with that product. So I would say please come and use my demos, and then if you've already had Lakey Nordic walking poles given to you as a gift or you've purchased them, bring them and they're welcome.
Now, if you're using a cane or a walker, this is not necessarily the class for you. You should not be signing up. But if you're you're seeing possible balance issue at the beginning stages, or you want to put off balance issues, this is a great fitness strategy to help you with that, correct?
It is a fitness strategy because that's where the C in the care class comes from. The confidence that builds from the 4 classes gives people the ability to maybe try moving in a safe environment. And if someone is using an assistive device, they need to listen to their doctor or their physical therapist. If they're feeling as if they need some balance and mobility and stability, the poles would be a great place to start.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a wonderful class. If you would like to sign up, you can do so at either service desk. For 4 sessions, it's $20, which is just $5 each time you have an hour with Lindy. That's a great deal. And as we've expressed, it's more than just Nordic walking. It's confidence, attitude, reflexes, and endurance. So get out there and start Nordic pole walking today with Lindy. I'm Mary Franklin. Have a great day.
You know, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is or what hour of the day it is. The Island Cafe is always available to provide a good hot meal or a delicious refresher. They serve custom-made breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. And they're open 7 days a week from 7 to 7. Now, with this 7-7-7 schedule, the Island Cafe does so much, I asked Greg Pindara to show me the best parts of the Island Cafe. Hi everybody, it's Jared Pike here with Shell Point TV. With me is Greg Pindara, who's the Crystal Room manager, but today we're not in the Crystal Room, we're in the Island Cafe. And Greg, the Island Cafe has a lot to offer.
Yes, it does. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. We have specials for holidays, and we have the best breakfast for the best price in the morning.
Best breakfast in town. It's right here. Now we're going to go through the line and kind of show you exactly what the Island Cafe has to offer. And Greg, it starts right here with baked goods.
Baked goods. We have our own baker, and all the baked goods are made fresh daily, and they come over early in the morning. So if you want a hot cup of coffee and a Danish or a donut or something, that's always available.
These are all homemade. We've met Darlene, the baker, and she gets up first thing in the morning to make these, and they're outstanding. Baked goods. They're here every morning. Great way to start your day with the gourmet coffee as well.
The gourmet coffees as well. We've got a vanilla, an Irish cream, and a hazelnut. And then we have an Italian blend, which is a little bit stronger than the Columbia blend. And we have decaf, of course. And we brew it fresh, every pot fresh. It's not like a big urn, it's individually brewed.
So you need your coffee in the morning, you need to come to the Island Cafe. Here's more baked goods.
Yeah, these are desserts for after lunch or at dinner. You can have a piece of cheesecake, carrot cake, bread pudding.
Now the beauty of being an adult, folks, is that you can have dessert first, okay? So don't let anyone tell you have to wait to have dessert. It's right here, right at the beginning of the line. Now, this is where we give our order, right?
That's right. This is where you pick up your order and give it to Linda, and she prepares all of the items fresh, so you know that nothing's been sitting around for a while, so you know that everything's right there fresh for you.
They have a huge menu. Give kind of an idea of what kind of specials are here at lunch, at dinner. What kinds of things can be cooked on the grill?
All kind of different menu items. many selections, cold sandwiches, hot sandwiches. Today we're offering a mushroom Swiss burger as the special for today, and it could be meatloaf at night, it could be fish. We do tilapia tonight, we're doing the dinner special.
So we have hot grill items, as you've seen, and quite a deli menu. Talk about what's on the deli menu.
Well, we have corned beef, roast beef, ham, turkey, Swiss cheese, chicken salad, tuna salad, seafood salad.
So there's something for everybody. Now, we're going to go to my favorite part, which is a bit further down the aisle. This is the ice cream. Let's talk about that for a second.
Well, we have 6 flavors of ice cream. There's vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, a sherbet, there's chocolate chip mint, and they make sundaes, shakes to order. So you can come in the afternoon and just sit down and have a nice bowl of ice cream.
Yeah, so even if you just need dessert, because sometimes, as I mentioned, you just need a little bit of chocolate to make your day better, come to the Island Cafe. They're here to help you. Now, something else unique about the Island Cafe is they have kind of these grab-and-go grocery items. So tell us what's here.
Well, we have snacks like the candy bars and chips. We also have your half gallon of milk, quart of milk, pints of milk, sodas, and then we have our grab-and-go salads that are also here. We can pick up a salad and just take it home with you.
That's great. And sometimes you just need a little bit of milk and some cereal. Grocery store's closed. The Island Cafe is here. You just pick it up. It's right by your home. Now, the other wonderful thing about the Island Cafe is you can dine al fresco.
Yes, we can come out here on the patio and sit under a big umbrella and just enjoy the weather.
So we have some people here that ate at the Island Cafe. How is it eating al fresco here at the Island Cafe?
It's very nice today. The weather's just perfect. It's just great.
You have nice umbrellas out here. You're able to enjoy things.
I love it a lot. I really do.
That's great. That's great. And how many tables you have out here, Greg?
We got 4 tables with umbrellas and then 2 tables underneath the canopy.
That's great. That's great. Now, the Island Cafe is open 7 to 7, 7 days a week, right?
7 days a week.
So pretty much any day of the week, any time, you can get something you like at the Island Cafe. So it's definitely well worth the trip, the Island Cafe here at Shell Point. All this month, we have been focusing on healthcare. Specifically, this month's issue of Shell Point Life magazine lists all the healthcare services available on our campus. Everything from orthopedic care to ophthalmology can be found at Shell Point. Perhaps one of the more unique services is located in our state-of-the-art rehabilitation center. It's an occupational therapy suite, built to mimic the parts of a real home, like the bedroom, bathroom, and kitchen, so that you can practice doing everyday tasks while recovering from surgery. CJ Gullotta is the director of the physical therapy department, and she gave us a tour.
Hi, welcome. I'm CJ Gullotta, and this is the Occupational Therapy Transition Suite. I'm here to give you a little bit of a tour of this amazing space as Bobby described. Over here, we have an area that's set up similar to the apartments here at Shell Point. That way, the occupational therapist can actually practice activities of daily living, things that you would normally have to do every day to take care of yourself. In this bedroom area, we can demonstrate many types of things, such as getting in and out of bed, making the bed, or practicing getting a sock on if you're unable to reach down below. Occupational therapy does use a lot of assistive devices in order to allow residents to continue to be as independent as possible. We also have a bathroom that's fully functional that people can practice getting on and off of the toilet. If extra grab bars on either side are necessary, that's something that we can have displayed here and have a resident actually practice. Sometimes the toilets are set very low in locations and we need to be able to allow a resident to get off of the commode. Another thing that we can practice, some of you may have tubs in your apartments. Not everybody has a walk-in shower, and depending on the reason that you're in therapy, you may need to practice being able to step over the height of the tub. And that's another area where we can actually simulate right in the bathroom. Also, we have this wardrobe area where residents can practice hanging up clothes, folding clothes and placing them on a shelf, or reaching down low to grab a pair of shoes, which would simulate working in your own closet. Follow me over here. On this end of the suite, we have a fully functioning laundry area where residents can practice reaching in and out of the washer and dryer. If you are here for a reason that doesn't allow you to bend too far, occupational therapists can show you how to use an assistive device to be able to do your own laundry without needing assistance. This is our kitchen area, similar to the kitchen setups that we have here at Shell Point, where occupational therapy can simulate meal preparation, reaching in and out of cabinets, reaching in and out of the dishwasher, getting items out of the refrigerator. They can send items like a cold sandwich that residents can actually practice putting together, from taking it out of our refrigerator to placing it on the counter and actually preparing a full lunch. Or they can use items such as soup, where the residents can practice using the microwave and heating up their own items, which would be similar to what they might have to do at home. This allows us to better prepare the residents to be safe at home and successful with their return home. In order to assist the residents in maintaining their level of independence, we do have all three levels of therapy here. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy for inpatients and outpatients, and we are open to the public community as well. We are able to bring all of the therapies together in that transition suite to allow everybody to be safe at home and continue their lifestyle.
Coming up, we are covering all of today's happenings. Then stay tuned for your Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Thanks for joining us for the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley, and this is Leslie Brand, and we're here to tell you what activities we're offering for you here at Shell Point today. We usually start out pretty early, and today's no exception. At 7:45, we have the Men's Bible Study in the Osprey Room on the island. And then we have 8:45, where Lilly & Company Jewelers will be here for their weekly jewelry service. They'll be set up in the Resident Activity Center. At 9 o'clock, Gerasi Travel will be here in the Egret Room to help you with your individual travel needs. Also at 9 o'clock, we have the men's match play, double tennis, down at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. At 9 o'clock, it's time for Phil Hilton's watercolor group to be in the art studio. Then we move to 9:15, where the scrapbooking group will be in the Tarpon Room. At 10:15, the model yachts will be sailing their boats down at the Woodland Commons Lakes. And then at 11:30, a Health Connections class will be held. It's agility and flexibility, and that will be in the Health Club. Currently, that one is full. And now here's Leslie for your afternoon lineup.
Bev, we're going to start at 1 o'clock with chess in the Library Lounge. We have a Health Connections. It's all about you chronic disease self-management program at 1:15 in the Manatee Room. That class is currently full. 1:30, the train room is open for tours till 3:30 in the train room on the island. We have a Health Connections at 1:45, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1 in the Health Club. That class is currently full. 2:30 is Jazz and Stuff in the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands. Bible study will be held at 3 o'clock in the Community Room at King's Crown. Health Connections again at 3 o'clock. This one is Pilates Stretch in the Health Club. Also at 3 o'clock is Memory Care Group, 3rd floor craft room in King's Crown. Sign up is required. And at 4:30 is Indoor Bocce in the Health Club on the island. 5:45 is Church Choir Rehearsal in the choir room at the Village Church. And we're going to end today at 7:15 with prayer and praise at the Village Church on the island. Thank you for tuning in with us today, and we hope you have a healthy and happy day.
Hello, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Wednesday. At 9 o'clock, Digital Camera Prep School will begin in the Sable Room of the Woodlands for those who have signed up. At 10 o'clock, our estate planning stories from the Trenches Legacy Seminar will take place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. Please sign up at either service desk. At 1 o'clock, our Intermediate Bridge course continues in the Game Room of the Woodlands. Also at 1 o'clock, our live figure drawing course continues in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. At 1:45, our Computer College Prep School continues in the Computer Teaching Center in the Island Tunnel. I'd like to tell you about a new class tomorrow. A Salute to Shakespeare. We have combined sessions 1 and 2 so that both of them can take place, and we've just adjusted the time period a little bit. It'll now start at 9:45 in the morning. It'll end at noon with Ray Boyce of Rosemont. A Salute to Shakespeare.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is fried chicken with baked beans, cut corn, and biscuits. The dinner special is the pasta buffet for $12.95, and the soup of the day is chicken Florentine. In the Island Cafe for lunch on Wednesday, enjoy an Italian sausage sandwich with peppers and onions and fries for $7.25. The dinner special is grilled shrimp for $8.25. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill on Wednesday are snapper for $17.95 or crab cakes for $18.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm Andy Hawkins, the senior pastor of the Village Church, and I'm here with John Stumbo. John is the newly elected president of the Christian and Missionary Alliance. So welcome, John.
Good to see you today, Andy.
You know, John, obviously you've had a lot of experience in ministry in a lot of different churches of a lot of different sizes. This is a rather unique community, however, and of course the Village Church reflects that kind of community. It's a retirement community. What kinds of things does a community like this, what are we able to contribute to the kingdom of God and to the things that matter to God?
Andy, I appreciate that at every season of life there's different opportunities for us. That can be exciting, that can be difficult to transition from one season to the next. But I would pray to God and appeal to the people that they not view this season as a season of inactivity or feeling like they have lost all influence, because that would not be accurate. The spiritual influence of prayer warriors is beyond estimation, the significance of that. May God strengthen the prayer warriors who are here. The influence that can be had as these leaders that are and saints that have now no longer have key positions perhaps, but the influence that they can still have into lives like mine. There are many of us in my generation and younger that don't want to just do this on our own, but we want to have listening ears and acknowledge that we're standing on the shoulders of those who have huge experience who've gone before us. I was sitting looking at the meeting yesterday here at Shell Point, and where I was in the conference room, there was a picture of the entire campus from an aerial photo, or at least the island portion of the campus. I kept looking at that picture from time to time, and this thought kept coming to my mind. Visionaries believed God, and because of their vision, this ministry exists. Without visionary leadership, this would have never taken place. Well, I want to be one of those visionary leaders for what God has for us in the future, but I'm fully acknowledging that I'm, again, standing on the shoulders who've gone before and want to continue to be influenced by them. The idea of influence doesn't need to stop just because positions perhaps have changed.
That's a great observation, and I think one of the things that I would add to that is that folks in this retirement community, because they're retired, also have time. That's a resource perhaps that they didn't have back in the day when their lives were occupied with many other obligations, and so there are opportunities for people to engage in ministry activities that perhaps a lot of residents can find that they have a freedom to do and engage in some things that they perhaps never had a chance to do.
Amen. And to put together my thought and your thought into one sentence, I would say, while some are no longer leading the church, they're not called to lead the church at this moment, they're still called to be the church.
Absolutely.
And perhaps being the church more than they were ever able to be in the past by living in community, by giving of their time.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to spend some time here with John Stumbo, our recently elected president of the Christian and Missionary Alliance, and we hope you'll join us soon at the Village Church or through Shell Point Television participating in our worship services. Hope to see you soon.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as audiologist Jack Adams tells us how to deal with the frustrations of hearing loss. We'll also get a taste of the historical video presentation planned for Friday's 2014 Gala celebration. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Wednesday, January 29th. I'm Jared Pike, and from all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.